Alright guys, fun one today. We are going to talk about the anodizations on my knives. So, get ready to look at some colorful knives that we've got in store. Let's start out with the Gaboon, and I guess this has the craziest anodization, or one of the crazier ones, so let's not start out with that. Let's start out with the Slift with a serif blade. So this one I bought about a month ago in one of their drops, and Dalen had posted it on Instagram saying it might be one of their favorites, and I was like, well, if it's one of your favorite anodizations and pink is one of my favorite colors, then I should probably pick this up and have another pink balisong. I've got a pink crake raking as well, but that one is at home. All my aluminums are at home. I'm house sitting and dog sitting right now, so all of my titaniums are with me because they're more fun, frankly. So moving onward to another one that's just a basic anodization is my purple xiphoid from T7 Metalworks. And again, like, these two are just normal color anodizations, solid color, I guess. Nothing too wild going on with them. And I wanted to start with these because it's just, you know, a basic color anodization instead of it just being raw. Dog's getting crazy. So moving on to the Gaboon with a vibe fade, that's what they called it. And this one, you can see it goes from this like pink purple through a transition of orange, might be kind of hard to pick up there, to like a limey green and yellow gold over here. And again, like, this is just a really cool anodization, and it's like another level of technicality going into this. Another one which is a bit different is this blue, and if we can pick it up just right, there's like some purple highlights on the side, which I just think are super cool, along with the purple spacers that we've got going on in there. Then there's also this lasering effect that adds a certain amount of grip and then additional design. So these are all things that, like, when you're asking for mod work, you can ask for all these different things depending on what the modder offers, or the shop that you're ordering your knife from. So the Gaboon usually comes in a few different specials other than just like the raw that they've been dropping lately. But, you know, I think this fade is really cool. Then I think we go on to probably the most technical one that I've got right now. And if you've watched my other videos, I've got a knife on the way that you're not ready for. You're not ready for it. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you'll get that reference. But this is a serif with an opus blade, and it has probably the craziest anodization of all my knives right now. And it's got this, you know, light green to green fade, but then there's a purple distress, and it kind of like makes it look a little dirty on the handles, but the distress is just that like one extra layer that's going to give kind of a color shift of sorts to the knife, especially at different angles. And I'm trying to like get it captured, but it's really hard to capture it on camera just how cool this knife really is. There's people drag racing in Bakersfield. But yeah, so I don't know, what do you guys think? If you were going to get a custom anodization on your knife, would you just go with something, you know, solid color, basic? I didn't go with anything crazy on this because he offered just a solid basic anodization with the knife, and I wanted a solid purple on this. If anything, going raw and then sending it out to a modder could have been cool to get something really crazy, but I think this knife is designed in a way that it's, you know, designing speaks for it, and you don't need a super crazy anodization, whereas something like a Gaboon is really a platform for pushing some of that modding aspects. With its flat face, you can do a lot of cool laser work like he's done here, or made the mistake of buying the confetti Gaboon. So I'm just going to be like J-Rise Gaboon blunders eventually with all the Gaboons I'm going to have. I still want the purple one that he's got up right now too, so who knows if I'm going to end up pulling the trigger on that. But yeah, so what do you guys think about anodizations? Are you into just like raw titanium, or would you get something with like a super cool distress here? Are we just getting a wonderful crotch shot of me right now? I have no idea. I didn't test the angle on this, so maybe this is going to be a scrapped recording. Yeah, I think these anodizations are cool. I think it's another one of those things with the balisong community that just adds a layer of business. You know, the modding community is its whole other side of a business, and it just goes endless. Some of those guys go out and create their own knives eventually, but a lot of them just do the modding and are really, really good at it. What other kinds of anodization are you guys aware of? I know I just covered like doing like the kind of fade transition or distress like this one has, along with like a fade that it's got. But you know, what else is out there? Is there more to the lasering? I know acid washes are a thing too, which gives this really crazy kind of ocean effect on the knife. One of the crazy things is that red is unachievable on the titanium anodization. It's just not on the spectrum. It just goes straight from orange to pink to purple. There's no red in there. Whacking it. Oh no, I didn't ruin it. It's fine. So yeah, that's something that I think is crazy, is you cannot get a red titanium anodization. Also, black is a different oxidation process too. If you've checked out Frankenforge Instagram, he just started getting into getting the black on his knives, and when he showed it off, there's kind of like purpling in certain areas. So it's like really, really dark purple when you're doing black, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys know about anodizing? And, you know, increase my knowledge here. Should I ask a modder some more detailed questions and get, you know, an interview or something with them? Would that be cool to you? What's my favorite one? I think my favorite anodization right now is this guy. It's really cool looking, pretty special. I did the surprise me on this, so I wouldn't have even known how to ask for this finish had they not just surprised me with it. So I think that's great. Probably my favorite one of these, but gosh, the Gaboon kind of has my heart for my favorite knife, in all honesty. I've got a third one on the way, and I'm thinking about a fourth one. I don't know why. There's just something about this blade that really gets me. And yeah, the Xiphoid has my heart. So this purple really does it for me. Yeah, so you guys have made it this far. I've got some trainers on the way. I'm kind of not into trainers so much. I do not like my Volp. The Volp's being given away at 1,000 subs or 500 subs. Let's do 500. 500 subs for the Volp. I think that's what I said in the other video. And I've got a Polaris on the way. I bought a purple blemished Polaris that we're going to be checking out once that comes in. And then I've also got the Flytanium Zenith coming in. So that is also going to be one that I'll give away. I'm going to give away these trainers because I think it's easier to give away a trainer than it is to give away a live blade. I've just got a lot of concern sending a live blade to anyone, you know, especially if you're under 18. I don't want to be sending anything like that. So probably just trainers. It'll also avoid any confiscation issues within the US. Sorry if you're outside of the US. But yeah, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for not only those reviews, but those giveaways, because as I reach more subscribers, I'm just going to hook you all up and hopefully get more people exposed to balisongs. I think that's a good way to do it. You know, I got this passion recently when I bought a knife sharpener and started getting into knives, and you know, the balisongs are really flashy. I love the anodizations on them, which is why I wanted to talk about it today. And I think it's one of the really cool customizing features with balisongs is like that modding community, and it's kind of like its own little world within balisong. It's like you've got your flipping, you've got your collecting, and you've got your modding, right? So cool. Leave some comments. Enjoy engaging with you fine folks who have seemed to find my channel in the suggested and search. Just one last shot of the babies. Oh, so nice. Oh, man. So we can't really quite get that. Ooh, yeah. So fancy. And crazy dogs. The pit bulls are mine. Go figure.